Okay, let's go ahead and finish. Not too many questions to go, okay? Right, now we have number 26, and we have, again, we are making y the subject, if you haven't forgotten. We're still making y the subject, remember that? And we're just trying to finish these questions. All right, here it's saying x is multiplying y minus h and it's equal to y plus m. Right, so here I see I have y on the left and y on the right. The only way to make y the subject in this case would be to expand. I have to expand because I can't take x from here to the other side. It'll go and divide there, and then what? There's y again, and it has affected the whole thing. So we have to expand. So it's going to be xy minus xh is equal to y plus m. Okay? Imagine, if I had taken x to the other side, it was going to be y minus h is equal to y plus m all over x. Then what would I do here to make y the subject? Because there's another y here. You can't just take h to the other side. There's y and there's another one. So that's why we don't do that. You'll be stuck. You'd have to take x back again. So when I'm here, now I am making, again, y the subject. Okay? Now I'm making y the subject. What would I do here? Well, I can group all the guys with y to one side. I have xy and I have y. I can take this one to the left. It's going to be xy, then minus y, because this y is now coming to be minus, is equal to, on the right there was m, xh is now coming to add, plus xh. Then now what do? I factor out my subject, which is y. Y is we are factorizing, and we're factoring out y. Okay? And here we remain with x. Y into negative y is negative 1. Okay? The signs are different. Your answer is negative. Y into y is 1. So it is like that. M plus xh. It is equal to m plus xh. I take x minus 1 to the other side. I have y is equal to m plus xh all over x minus 1. Questions? I don't think so. All right. Now we have another one, number 27. V minus y over v plus y is equal to f. What do I do now? Well, I have to break the fraction because my subject is in a fraction here. And how do I break the fraction? I take the denominator to the other side. So I'm going to have v minus y is equal to f multiplying v plus y. Like that. And then what do I do? Definitely I have to expand. No other way about it. No other way around it, because I have y on the right-hand side and I have y on the left-hand side again. So the only way is to expand. So v minus y is equal to f times v is fv or vf, whatever you want to say. Then f times y is going to be fy. Then what do? I group like terms again. Okay? I'm going to group like terms. So here I'm going to do an error intentionally to show you what would happen if you take the y's to the wrong side. So I'm going to keep y's on the left. Okay? In here I have negative y. Then I'm going to bring this fy is going to be minus fy because it was positive. Is equal to, on the right I have vf, and then I have this v coming is going to be minus v. So in this case, what would I do? I would factor out y. I have y come out. You have negative 1 minus f is equal to vf minus v. Okay? Which, arguably, you could fight and still get correct. But it's not as neat. Remember, the trick is always get your y's to the side where they would be positive. So that's what I'm going to do here. All right? This one is still correct, but I'm going to take you back and make you do the nice thing. So what would I do here? I'll take this y to the right-hand side where it will be positive. So v, then this vf comes, it will be minus vf is equal to, on the right there was fy, and y is coming to add. Then I have v minus vf, okay, is equal to, I pull out y there, it's going to be y, then I get f here plus 1. Okay, y into y is 1. Then I will get v minus vf over f plus 1 is equal to y. You're done. I go to number 28. Same concept. Okay, now I have one fraction on the left and one fraction on the right. The moment I see that, when I have one fraction on the left and on the right, we know that to break the fractions we cross multiply. We've seen a situation like that. So e is multiplying 4 minus y, and it's equal to g multiplying 4 plus y. What do? I expand. 4e, because I have y on the left and y on the right. So I have to expand. 4e, because that's e times 4. And then e times negative of y, the signs are different. Your answer is negative. E times y is ey. Is equal to g times 4 is 4g. G times positive y is just plus gy. Okay. I group the y's to one side. Taking gy to the left would make it negative. So I would have two negative y's, and that's another situation which I don't want. I prefer not to have. I would have ey go to the right. So I'm going to have 4e. Then g is coming. It's minus 4g. Will be equal to, on the right, what do I have? Gy. And who's coming? Ey is now going to be adding. You are subtracting on the left. I factor out y. 4e minus 4g is equal to y. Then I get g plus e. Last stage would be to divide. So I would say 4e minus 4g over g plus e will be equal to y. And I'm done. That's all I needed to do. Next question. Number 29. R multiplying y plus m is equal to this. We're now getting used to it, right? Straight away we expand. Ry plus rm. Why do we expand? Because we have y on the left and y on the right. So it'll be equal to vn minus vy. Okay? Y, vn, because it's v times n. Then y negative y, because v times negative y, the signs are different. Your answer is negative. V times y is vy. What do? I take everything with y to one side. Ry, then this negative vy is coming, is going to be a plus vy, is equal to, on the right we have vn, and then rm is coming to subtract. So it's going to be minus rm, because it was adding on the right, goes to the left to subtract. I hope you're understanding. What do I do now? I factor out y. Y goes out. I have r plus v will be equal to vn minus rm. Then what do? I take r plus v to the other side. I have y remaining. It is equal to vn minus rm o over r plus v. Done. We go to number 30. Y plus t is equal to 4y plus 3 o over p. Well, I have this fraction on the right hand side. I have to break it. Take p to the other side. P is going to be multiplying y plus t, and it's equal to 4y plus 3. Straight away, when I get to this stage, I see I have to expand because I have y on the left and on the right. Or else I'll go back to where I was. So py plus pt is equal to 4y plus 3. Well, I'll take either 4y to the left or p to the right. I'll take p to the right. So I'm going to have pt, then 3 is coming, is going to be negative 3. It will be equal to 4y is there on the left. Now py is coming to subtract, so minus py. Then I'll say pt minus 3 is equal to, I bring out y, is going to be y out. I get 4 minus p. Then I'll have pt minus 3 o over, I'll take 4 minus p to the other side, and it will be equal to y. And I'm done. I go to number 31. Well, we're almost there. Good pace. Y minus r is equal to y plus 3 over r. Well, same concept. I take it to the other side. I take r to the other side to break the fraction. So it's going to be r multiplying y minus r is equal to y plus 3. Sorry for this repetition, kind of. I have to expand because y is there on both sides. I'm going to get ry minus r squared. You remember the laws of synthesis? R times r is r squared. Okay? The negative is because I'm multiplying positive and negative numbers, so the signs are different. Your answer will be negative. R times r is r squared. It is equal to y plus 3. I had to expand because I had y on the left and on the right. I group like terms. I have ry. This y comes, it will be minus y is equal to 3 is there on the right. Then this r squared is going to add because it was subtracting on the left. Be careful when you do that. I pull out y, then I get r minus 1 is equal to 3 plus r squared. Y is equal to 3 plus r squared over r minus 1. Done. Number 32. Y plus g is equal to ay plus e all over g. I take g to the other side. G is going to multiply y plus g, and it's equal to ay plus e. What do I do now? I'm going to expand. G times y is going to be gy plus g times g is g squared. It is equal to ay plus e. What do I do now? Why did I expand? Because I had y on the left and on the right. Then what do I do now? I group like terms. Okay, let me take them to the right this time. g squared, right? Then minus e is equal to ay is there and it's positive. Gy is now coming to subtract. What do I get? G squared minus e is equal to y comes out. I'll get a minus g. I'll get g squared minus e over a minus g is equal to y. Done. Number 33. What do? I take x to the other side. First of all, because I have to break the fraction, I can't continue with it. Take it to the other side. I'm going to have vy plus x is equal to x is going to come here and multiply 2 minus y. Okay. Sorry for running out of space for you. So I'm going to have vy plus x is equal to x multiplying 2 minus y. I expand. Why do I expand? Because I have y on the right and y on the left. So instead of taking x to either of the side, I have to expand. So it's going to be vy plus x is equal to 2x minus xy. Okay, because x times negative y. The signs are different. Your answer is negative x times y is just xy. I group the y's to one side. I have vy. I take that negative xy here. It's going to be plus xy so that I can get at least one being positive. Right now, both will be positive. It will be equal to 2x. Then this plus x goes. It will be a minus x. So vy plus xy, what do? I factor out y. I get v plus x is equal to 2x minus x is just x. Then I take the v plus x to the other side. Y is equal to x over v plus x. Done, 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 done.